Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about Huda Beauty's liquid lipsticks. Now I did purchase two of them at Sephara's website when they first released. I was able to get two of them, and the two that I picked was Venus and Trophy Wife. Now the reason why I just picked two up is because I want to see if I like them or not. I do have her Samantha lashes and I absolutely love them, so I figured I would pick her liquid lipsticks up and see how those go. So I have been testing them out since I purchased them and received them in the mail, and I have some thoughts upon them. So if you do want to see my review / demo of Huda Beauty's liquid lipsticks, then just keep watching. Okay, so like I told you guys in the beginning, I did get mine at Sephara. Now Sephara only has 5 shades as of right now, so I did pick up the two that I think I would wear the most and get like more use out of, and those were Venus and Trophy Wife. Now Venus is a really nice like nudie color. It's more like brownie nude though. I don't feel like it gravitates towards just a straight up nude. I think it's more of a brownie nude. I'm just gonna swatch it. So I feel like it is more of a brownie nude, but I also feel like it's basically like your lip color but a lot better. And I know it's kind of weird when I say a brownie nude but then it's like your lip but better. Like this is the same exact color, I have to say, as my natural lip. So it's like a pinky brownie nudie color. It's a really nice beautiful color. It looks exactly like my lip color but better, and I feel like I would wear this more so on days where I don't have any makeup on or I don't want to look like I have too much makeup on. This is actually so perfect for that. So I did wear this in one of my videos. I don't believe it was the last video I did. I believe it was like 2 videos ago. I don't remember which video it was, but I'll link it down below if I remember. And it doesn't even look like on camera like I had any lipstick on at all. And even in person it comes off like that. It just looks so natural. It looks exactly like your lips. It's really a nice color for people that don't want to look overdone or don't want to look like they have any makeup on at all. Like this is just like my perfect lip color. Now I know everybody's gonna have a different shade tone to their lips, but this goes with my lips perfectly, and I think if you have very similar lip color as me, you would feel the same exact way about this color. Now I also picked up Trophy Wife, and this one is such a beautiful color. I'm actually wearing it on my lips right now, and I do feel like this is an everyday color as well, but I also feel like it is a little more bolder. It is a really beautiful like mauve-y pinkish purplish color in my opinion. That's what it looks like to me on me, and honestly it's going to look different on everybody, so but I really feel like that is just such a beautiful color. It's really a unique color, and I do feel like there are similar colors in my collection, but I just really love this color and how it looks, especially with like a more natural like eye. It just really makes everything pop a little bit more. I just really enjoy this color. Okay, so it comes in a packaging like this, and I think this is the cutest little packaging. It has lips, and I believe these are her lips, and the lipstick will come in here, and then you would just slide it right out, take the liquid lipstick out, and you will still have this really cute packaging. So I really love the packaging. And it looks like this, of course. It's nice and frosted. I really love the frosted glass on anything. If it's foundation, if it's liquid lipstick, anything, I just love it. And it has a black matte top, really nice. And then this is the doe foot applicator. It is really nice. It's really thin and it's really precise. So it's really easy to get in on your lips, to outline your lips, or to get in like little small areas like the corners of our lips. I also love to use the back to outline my lips. To actually spread the product out, I use the tip of it, and then I use the doe foot applicator to actually spread it out, and I find it very easy to use it that way. So that's how I personally like to use it. So these guys have 0.17 ounces of product in it. Now when I read that, I thought that was a little less. Like I didn't think that was a lot of product, so I had to go looking through my other liquid lipsticks, and I found out my ColourPop actually has 0.11 in it. So this one has 0.11 and this is $6. Now well, this one has 0.17 and this is $20. So the amount of product that you get in here is actually not that bad. I thought you got a lot less for your money, but seeing how this one has 11 ounces and this one has 17 ounces, it's not so bad. Now like I said, these do retail for $20. It is mid-range, I would say. I don't think it's drugstore in any means, but I don't think it's really high end prices. I think it's more like a MAC price in my opinion, because it is only $20. Now $20, again, it depends on the person. If they want to purchase it for $20, do they think it's worth it or not? It's all up to the person and what they're expecting. In my opinion, I would spend the $20 on a liquid lipstick as long as I'm enjoying it, as long as I think it's worth it, and as long as I'm loving it. Yes, I would definitely purchase something for $20. You guys know how I do. So Huda's website has all the color selections. I don't know how many there were. There was quite a few, from very light shades to very dark, deep, bold shades. As of right now, Sephora only has 5 shades on their website, while Huda Beauty's website has all the shade ranges. So if there is something that you did want to purchase and that Sephora doesn't have, you would have to purchase it off of her website. I just like Sephora's website because this way, if I don't like something, I can return it. I also get my perks. I also get my points. So personally for me, it's worth purchasing off Sephora's website. I also get free shipping. I don't think Huda's website has free shipping, but again, I'm not really sure about all that. I have never purchased from her, but for me, it's just worth getting from Sephora. So I hope in the future Sephora does start carrying all the shades. I believe that they are supposed to, but as of right now, they only have 5 shades. I believe it was Bombshell, Venus, Trophy Wife, Spice Girl, and Flirt. Now I do feel like this brand has a lot of nice color selection in this liquid lipstick, but of course I was only able to get 2 of them that I wanted because Sephora only is carrying 5 at this moment. So when I am able to get my hands on other colors, I definitely will. Now I don't find these to settle in my fine lines on my lips, so that's a big plus, because a lot of times liquid lipsticks, if they dry and they settle and they crack and they go into your fine lines on your lips, they could just age your lips dramatically and it doesn't look so cute. So these personally to me don't do that, and I really do like that about this, because there's nothing worse than actually having a liquid lipstick that actually settles into your fine lines on your lips, and it's just it's just not cute. Now, these are actually very lightweight liquid lipsticks. I would compare them almost to my Jouer liquid lipsticks because they are a very thin formula, just like the Jouer liquid lipsticks are. So if you guys do have those or you tried them out, you know what I'm talking about. Now, if you guys don't know about those liquid lipsticks, I did a whole video on them, a whole swatch video. I'll link it down below if you guys want to check that out. But yes, they are very comparable to those because they are a very thin formula, just like the Jouer ones. And I would say this was a little more runny than the Jouer ones. The Jouer ones are not as runny as these are, but these are a little runny on your lips. So yes, they are a thin formula, but more on the runny side. It does take a little while for it to dry. I would say it's not something that would dry right away. It does take a little while to dry. I would say a few minutes to dry completely, and even after it completely dries, it's not going to dry completely down like a liquid matte liquid lipstick usually does. I would say this is actually more like sticky and tacky, and it will dry, but it doesn't dry completely like my Jeffree Star ones do, like my Jouer ones do. You do still feel it on your lips. You still can like touch your lips and it'll be sticky and tacky, and it doesn't completely dry. I have to say these are really comfortable on my lips. Like, I have a lot of liquid lipsticks. I have from Highend to Drugstore ones, and these are very comfortable on the lips. They don't dry out your lips like some of the other ones on the market do. These are actually a little more hydrating, I would say, compared to more on the drying side. But then again, they are more flexible because of that, because they're not like really tight on your lips. They're not making your lips really tight and like dehydrated looking or feeling. I needed a few more coats with the lighter shade compared to the darker shade because it was a little more streaky compared to the darker one. It's not a big deal for me personally. It's not a big deal for me personally, but if you are somebody that wants to do a one and done, this lighter shades might not be for you because they are a little more on the streaky side compared to the darker shade where it is more opaque. Now, I would say because this is more on the lightweight runny side, using a lip liner would be a really good idea, like underneath or around your lips. It would just give you a little more opaque look to your lips, especially with the lighter shades. It might not be so streaky with a lip liner underneath. You don't have to use a lip liner with these if you didn't want to, but I personally love using these with lip liners. So I would say the wear time on these for my lips are about an hour to 2 hours. Now that's not so bad. That's without drinking or eating anything. If you do eat or drink anything, or you talk a lot like I do, it might wear off a little faster for you. I've noticed when I ate, like I applied this once and then I ate maybe a half an hour afterwards, and it did come right off in certain areas. I would say more of the areas where it did come off were in between, like my lips. Of course, a lot of times that will happen with liquid lipsticks, and on the sides a little bit. But the color did stay on the outer lip area. So if you are going to like eat or drink anything, I would say do it first and then apply these, or wait a few hours. But if you are not eating or drinking anything, they do last about an hour to 2 hours without having to be touched up. And when you do have to touch it up, most of the time it's just going to be in between your lips, because that's on me where it usually like wears and tears throughout the day because I do talk a lot. So I would say this is definitely not an all day liquid lipstick. It's not going to last 8 to 10 hours like some of my other liquid lipsticks. I have some liquid lipsticks that will last all day, all night into the next day if I didn't take it off. Like, they are just bulletproof liquid lipsticks. They are my holy grail liquid lipsticks. I would say these will wear off. They are not going to be a one and done. If you have like a special occasion to go to and you don't ever want to touch it up, I wouldn't say these are going to be a non-touch up kind of liquid lipsticks. I would definitely say you would have to touch it up here and there, especially in certain areas, but I would say they would be a good choice for a special occasion. When they do wear off, they don't look horrendous. I have some liquid lipsticks, when they wear off, they just cake up, they ball up, they just look horrendous on my lips. These don't look horrendous on my lips when they do wear off. They kind of wear off pretty nicely at the spots where it was wearing off. It still looks pretty decent on, and it did look very like natural. I would say it wore off in all the right spots. It did fade in all the right spots, so even when I had to reapply it, it didn't look like it was a really hot mess. Now you can reapply these over even when it dries. Now I know I told you guys it didn't dry completely down, and usually when liquid lipsticks don't do that and you reapply it, you don't really want to go over it to reapply again with like a third, fourth, fifth coat throughout the day, because otherwise it could look really streaky, really cakey. It could ball up and not look so hot. These you actually can, because the way it does wear off and in the spots that it does fade, you actually can go over them and it still would look fine. Now these actually stung my lips when I first used them. I don't know why. I actually was reading reviews because I wanted to see if anybody else had the same exact problem that I did, and I did notice that a lot of other people did say the same exact thing, that it stung their lips when they first applied it. So I'm not really sure if that's something in here that is stinging people's lips, or maybe it's just an ingredient that we're allergic to. I'm not really sure, but it's kind of odd because today I put them on and there is no more stinging to my lips, but before, when I first applied them and a couple times afterwards, I was getting that stingy, like tingling feeling, and it wasn't so hot, it wasn't so pleasant, and I don't know what it was from. Now I know it was these liquid lipsticks because this was the only thing I applied to my lips and the only thing I was testing out while I was using them. So I don't know what it is, but it seemed to go away, so I'm really happy that it started to go away. But I just do want to give you guys the heads up if it does sting your lips. Other people have had that problem. I had that problem, but it seemed to resolve itself, whatever it was. So after I applied this and I was eating, I got some of this in my mouth, and honestly it did not taste good at all. It really tasted horribly when I got it in my mouth. Now, of course, that's not an uncommon thing. Like, I have other lipsticks and liquid lipsticks and lip balms in my collection that when I do get it in my mouth, it doesn't taste good at all. So it's not an uncommon thing that a liquid lipstick, a product, a makeup product, is not going to taste good while you get it in your mouth, because it's not meant to actually be eaten in any way. So I would say if you don't want that unpleasant taste, make sure you don't eat or drink anything right after you apply this. Make sure you take it off, or you eat or drink beforehand, because it will be an unpleasant taste. Now I gotta tell you, this smells so good. Like, it smells almost like buttercream. like buttercream icing. That's what it smells like to me. I personally love the smell. It is a little overpowering and a little overwhelming when you first apply it, but once this dries down, you don't smell it anymore. I'm just letting you guys know if you are sensitive to smells. This is a little transfer proof, so it is not like kiss proof. You're gonna get it on a straw if you drink something, or on your cup if you drink something. You're gonna get it on your fork if you eat something, and etc. You know what I mean? You are definitely going to transfer a little bit of this product onto something, so it is not transfer proof completely, but it's not going to completely come off either. Let me see. I don't know if you can see that, but that was a little bit. So like I said, it's not completely transfer proof, but you are going to get a little residue left over on something that you touch with your lips. So that basically wraps up my review slash demo of the Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks. Let me know in the comments what you think about these liquid lipsticks. Do you have them? Are you getting them, or are you passing on them, and why? I always love to hear what you think about what's happening in our beauty community and what you think about these liquid lipsticks. I hope it did help you out a little bit if you are looking into these liquid lipsticks. And please, if you did like this review, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Please come join our little YouTube family here. We would love to have you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.